Good afternoon, everyone. I'll call the meeting of the Davenport Housing Commission for Monday, October 17, 2022 to order here. First thing, we'll do attendance. I see Joyce.
Here.
Gary.
Here.
Leslie.
Here.
And myself, Matt, is here, so we have a quorum. Yolanda said she might be late if she can make it, so. First order of business are the minutes from the September meeting. And asking if anyone has any questions or corrections to those. And if no one does, I'll ask for a motion to approve that.
Make a motion to approve the meetings for September.
Second.
Great. It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes for the meeting that was September 19th. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Great. Now we're on to the financial reports for September. And again, ask for any questions or corrections. Joyce, has your eagle eye spotted anything yet?
Nope, I'm fine.
Okay. You're usually good with those finding things or questions. So if nobody has any questions or corrections, I'll ask for a motion to approve the financial reports.
I make a motion to approve the financial reports for October.
Second.
Great. It's been moved and seconded to approve the financial reports. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, those pass. Now, looks like we're on to the occupancy report. Looks like the same ones we've been having the last few months. Bruce, do you have any updates on when those closings might?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I was going to
Glad
save
I asked.
the anticipation for after this because
Oh.
through September, as you mentioned, there is no change. But as of September 30th, we did close on the EHDG portion of the sale of public housing. So that was, if you're keeping track, that's 14 of the 21 properties were sold, which represents 24 of the 42 units. So we're down to 7 properties. That's the 2 row houses, 1 duplex, and 4 single-family houses. So that's 18 units remaining that will be sold in 2 batches, one to Bureau of French Housing and one to Habitat for Humanity. So, but through September 30th, we still had all 42 of them. So, but yeah, that was going to be the big update for you all. Was we actually did have a successful closing. So
Good.
partway there.
Hopefully that'll work out well for that group too, and for the others too.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else have any questions on the occupancy? Are these ones that are on here, Bruce, are those all going to the same, either to Vera French or to Habit?
Yeah, so the 18 units remaining, the 7 properties remaining, let's see, 14 of them, the 2 row houses and the 1 duplex that are remaining go to Vera French housing. And then that would leave 4 single-family houses, and those are the last 4, well, and it depends on which order actually Habitat may end up closing before then. But anyway, a separate transaction, those 4 houses would be sold to Habitat, so, and they're single-family. Right now, we're working with the tenants. I believe, Malia can correct me on this, I believe back to EHDG sale, so there were 24 units, and I think 4 or 5 of the vacant units were there. So I think we had 19 tenants, plus or minus, that were able to remain in the units, and or they found, I think a couple might have found a place to go to using their new voucher. So we had a good news story there. We'll see, I think, with these remaining 18 units, I believe, it's taking a little bit more time to figure out where they might land, finding units that are available, finding units that fit the payment standard, maybe moving to a different community, which takes some time too. So I think all those things are kind of what's going on right now.
That's correct. Yeah, that was 19. And to assist the coordinators with trying to help these clients get into new units, we did recently resubmit an application for a waiver request that would increase the payment standard temporarily from 111% all the way to 120%. So we're hoping to hear back from HUD, and this will hopefully help us get more of those public housing clients into these units a lot quicker. So hopefully we'll hear back soon. But
Okay.
Well, of these 6 that are listed then, that are vacant, you're not going to be doing any work on those before they're sold, or are these included with the other ones that have closed already?
I'll take a stab at that. I think, and I apologize, I'm not sure if it's 4 or 5, but, well, I can tell you actually, the 2 vacant row house units there, which are numbered number 1 and number 4 on West 61st, those are part of the row houses. I think you're right. In theory, unless we could fairly quickly and easily get them ready for reoccupancy and allow someone who's got a voucher from a public housing unit to move into that unit, unless that situation presents itself, you're right, those would probably remain vacant through the sale. So then we would sell to Vera French those two row houses. There's 12 units total, and they might have these 2 plus a few more vacancies at the time of sale. That definitely could happen, right? So yeah, it just sort of depends. I mean, in some, and I don't know if, I'm trying to think if Elsie was a good example, but for example, we might have, hi Yolanda, we might have a vacancy, I think this happened, we had a vacancy in a public housing unit, perhaps from the summer, and we moved a tenant from another public housing unit with their voucher to move into that unit so that they had someplace to go to, and then that unit gets sold to EHDG and they can remain in the unit with their voucher now. Now they're a housing choice voucher tenant for EHDG instead of, so on a day they flipped from being a public housing tenant to being a housing choice voucher holder overnight, but stayed in the unit. So that's how a lot of our EHDG sale occupied units happen that way. They overnight flipped from public housing program to housing choice voucher, but didn't have to move, So it worked well. Confused? Yeah, there's a lot of moving going on. Some people moving out, some people moving back into their vacant unit, and that kind of thing.
Okay, if there's no other questions on that, I'll ask for a motion to approve the occupancy report.
I make a motion to approve the occupancy report.
Second.
Great. It's been moved and seconded to approve the occupancy report for September. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay. Does anybody else have any information or questions in general? Anything from either Bruce or Malaya? Okay. I was just looking at the calendar for November, and the third Monday is the 21st. That's Thanksgiving week. I don't know if people are busy or traveling or cooking or anything.
Not that early.
Yeah. You never know people's plans. So. Otherwise, yeah, that's the 21st is the third Monday. So put that in the calendar.
Chair. You bring up a good point too, if you want, and I know we usually just do it a month ahead, but if it's useful for everybody looking ahead at December, I think you're going to be fine, but just in case, the third Monday is the 19th, so it's well in advance. I think the holiday, Christmas holiday anyway, falls the following weekend, so you also have a little bit of a gap before that holiday. So we've left it on to ride as is anyway, unless, anything pops up for you all, let us know.
Okay. Okay, well, if nobody else has anything, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Great. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
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 Hearing none opposed, that carries. We'll see folks next month, if not sooner.